Wraith? What's
Not
going
much,
on?
man. Not much. I thank you for I just you may want to retweet that, you know, just for clout for me.
Let me make sure I can find it because I cannot see. Make sure it's. I think it's this one.
Yep.
All right, nice.
Yeah, I see it. It just popped up. Just so
There you
everybody
go.
knows that I'm in. Just so everybody knows that I'm you know, interviewing you. Just, you know.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
I'm not like
fair.
clout chasing or anything, you know.
Yeah, nothing like that.
Well.
Crazy. No, we would do something like that.
All right, Ducky. So, I'm actually I don't know. How's the audio of Ducky, guys? Does it sound all right?
I can up the gain on my mic. It sounds really good. My team love it.
You upped the gain in your mic?
You want me to?
No, please don't.
Oh, okay. If you insist.
It's already far too high. It's peaking out like crazy.
Oh snap! Let me push it back a bit. There we go.
There you go, buddy.
I need it near my mouth actually. There we go.
All right. No. It sounds good when it's away from your face. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, okay. I'll put it over there. That's fine. That works.
All right, Ducky, welcome to interviews with SPL players. Thank you for taking the time to meet with us today. Adescu, thank you very much for the resub. So let's just get this started. So Ducky, what we'll do the easy high level layup questions first, if you don't mind, right? So the first one is so Ducky, tell us about yourself. So where are you from? How old are you? What's your name? You know, stuff like that. Let's hear it.
Okay, I'm from the UK, the United Kingdom.
Yeah, well, we know that. We can tell that just by listening to you. Like, so what part of the UK are you from?
Well, I don't want to dox myself here, Ray.
Okay, you can name a city. I'm from Atlanta. There are 10 million people here.
Oh, I don't know that one. I'm from Staffordshire.
Staffordshire. And what's like a defining characteristic of Staffordshire? Like if I go to England and I say, you know what, we'll spend a couple hours in Staffordshire while we're driving somewhere else. Like, what would you tell me is like the thing that makes Staffordshire Staffordshire? Is there anything interesting that goes on there? I know you don't leave the house much, but
no, I mean the only interesting thing would be I just wouldn't go there. Like I wouldn't recommend it unless you live in there. It's really not a great place. There's not much to do, I'll be honest. Mainly like trees.
Trees?
Bunch of trees.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
trees.
are there like national parks, any cool museums? I feel like I have to look this up.
You can give it a Google. There's actually I'll show you a pretty neat stat. I can't actually typing. Is it this?
How do I turn you down?
Okay, so don't open this on stream because you will dox me. So try and put it on a separate tab, please, Chief.
All right.
I sent it to you on Discord. That's the town I live in.
Okay.
It's ranked the second most saddest place to live.
Fuck off. All right, let me take a look here. So let's see. Population is 1 million. Famous for the Staffordshire Hoard in Lichfield. 3 to 4 hours from London. Local delicacies are Staffordshire oatcakes. Have you had a Staffordshire oatcake before?
Now they're just making that up. That is straight doo-doo. There's no way we have a Staffordshire. What was it called?
Staffordshire oatcake.
Yeah,
It's a landlocked county in the West Midlands of England. It's near Cheshire, Derbyshire, Leicestershire, and Warwickshire. Is that correct? Are we talking about the same one?
I don't know. I don't know geometry, Chief.
The Staffordshire Bull Terrier was bred for hunting purposes in this county. Is that correct?
Maybe.
Do you own one of those?
No.
Have you ever seen a dog?
Oh, a Staffordshire Bull Terrier. Oh, I thought you were on about a bull. Yeah, I had 5 of them.
Fuck off. Really?
Yeah, I had 5 puppies.
Okay. Oh, we do have some places of interest here. There's a museum. Staffordshire Museum. Most of these are national parks. Trentham Lakes.
What's that?
I don't know.
See, I'm just learning about all these. I'm not.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of like castles and cathedrals down there, isn't it?
Oh snap! That sounds so interesting.
Stafford Town Center. It looks like just a quaint English town. I'm looking literally at the facts for kids. Okay, so you know, if we don't have anything interesting, you know, I think we could probably move on. So Ducky, how old are you? You 21? Because I remember that because we got you shit faced at Worlds.
I have never drank alcohol in my life.
Yeah, I remember you specifically falling all over the furniture in my house, drunk off your ass. I do recall that one directly.
See, I don't remember that.
Hang on. Did he puke in the house? Oh, that's right. You did. Okay. So anyway, so you're 21. Your name's Jamie.
Uh-huh.
Any relation to Jamie Oliver?
No.
No. Okay, great. Yeah. Oh, that's right. You puked after the strip club. Okay. I remember now. Yeah, that's right. 21st birthday, gets hammered, goes to strip club, comes back, yaks all over my house. Got it. Right. Remember. I remember.
But I wish I remembered this. It sounds awesome. I missed out, like.
All right, so tell us about yourself. So you're a solo laner for Obey. How long have you been playing Smite? What was your how long ago did you get into it?
7 years ago, I want to say.
So is that was it open beta?
Oh yeah, open beta. Open beta.
So you were one of the originals, like the open beta originals.
I was, but I had a few different names.
What was your name back then? What was your original Smite name?
You want to hear the original?
The original. Have you had many?
I've had like 3, I think.
Really? So why? So what? That's an interesting fact. So what? I know a lot of people who are like this is my digital identity. Is this name? Why did you feel the need to change it a whole bunch?
So I like wolves, right? I thought wolves were cool.
Yep.
So my first one was like X Alpha Wolf X 98 or something along those lines, and then I had Wolfie EU, and then I think Lobster called me bad when I was playing on that account, so I changed my account name again.
Okay.
And I didn't like the wolf, so I switched it to a different animal, and I went with a duck.
Okay, so Ducky was the first Wolfie. That's pretty cool. I got you. Okay, cool. Interesting. That's neat. And have you always played in the solo lane, or have you moved around? Like, did you land on solo when you first started playing? Like, what was your evolution as a player?
I mean, I never had like a specific role, because I wasn't playing comp like straight off the bat.
Right.
But I played ADC a lot. It was like ADC and solo, and like switching between.
Okay.
I think it was ADC at the start though, mainly, and then I went to solo.
Nice.
I was a sub on most teams, so I just played everything.
So you kind of had to be like the jack of all trades because you were a sub. You weren't necessarily, you didn't have like a primary role. So it took you a while to find your niche.
Yeah, I just I don't know. I didn't know which role fitted me best, so I was just kind of moving about.
Now, here's a question. I've asked a couple of pro players, and some of them have really interesting answers. Do you play solo because it's what you feel you're the best at, or is it the role you're also most interested in?
It's the role I find most fun, I think. At least in competitive, anyway. So I just like the 1v1 aspect. That's why I play a lot of duel.
Right. Congratulations on your first loss in duel today. I saw you were 50-1. Until that happened.
I'm so sad, dude. I was on such a good streak.
All right, how much money do I have to send you to take the mask off?
Wait, what? No. No one knows what I look like.
You literally just got done streaming.
Oh, by the way, twitch.tv/someone took Ducky.
Yeah, twitch.tv/someone took Ducky. We'll put it in the comment section, or not the comment section, in the description when I upload this to YouTube.
All
right.
Yeah, it's actually, I have to take the headset off first, I think. There we go.
I know, it is sexy. Happy Bunny's a cradle robber. I'm just kidding. There he is.
Hello.
So tell it. So you enjoy the 1v1 aspect the most. That's what you really enjoy about Smite. Duel is kind of your secondary game mode. What got you interested in competitive?
I don't. I don't remember. I'll be honest, Chief. I don't know. I just wanted to play the game and keep getting better at it, and I think that was like the next level.
Yep.
And I got interested in playing better than everyone doing that.
Yep.
And I kept at it and at it. So I was like, "Whoa, you could actually like kind of go to tournaments with this. Wow, it's kind of cool. I want to do that." So I just kept playing.
Taylor wants to know if you own any other zip ups, or is that the only one?
I do own a bunch of zip, but this is my favorite.
I can tell you that I've only ever seen you in that ever.
Yeah, it's my favorite hoodie. Because if I wear like my other ones, my zip up ones are at home.
I got you. I got you.
And if I wear the like the pullover ones, it's too warm in the basement.
I got you.
It's too warm when I go outside because here it's like the temperature's a lot different.
What's your favorite god ability and why?
Just one?
Just one. That's it.
I
I already know mine.
don't know. Wait, what's yours?
Thor ult.
Oh, such a boring. What do you mean? Thor?
What?
Oh, mine might be Herc 2 because you can blink with it. It's kind of fun.
Oh,
or Nike 2.
the
Nike
Yeet?
2's troll. The Yeet or Nike's 2.
Oh, just bouncing people around. So you're more of a troll.
No, I would know. It's a really good ability.
Who was your favorite jungler that you've ever played with?
Played it with?
Yes.
Hold up.
It's not Kurt, chat.
Smite wiki. I don't remember.
It's not Kurt.
Off the top of my head. What teams was I on?
he definitely did not say Kurt.
I don't think Ziggox was our jungle, was he?
So
Ziggox
it definitely wasn't Weekend, huh?
Wait, what do you mean? Hey, no, everyone's too close. I can't decide. That's not fair.
What about Danny Boy? Do you like playing with Danny?
I do love Danny. Danny was a fun one to play with.
So what brought you to Smite? What was the thing that got you interested in Smite? Had you played League or another MOBA or something similar, or what made you interested in Smite?
I watched Trendkill's YouTube videos when he was posting Borderlands content to farm legendary weapons, and when I was watching those, it came with recommended for Smite because he made those videos at the time.
Yep.
Like him and SNK. And then I saw that, and then I got a laptop from my uncle, his old one, and I started playing Smite on that, and that's when I played Challenger Cup and whatnot on that laptop.
So you literally were a Challenger Cup level player on a busted old laptop.
Mm-hmm. And then after we won like a few tournaments, or I got prize money, I bought a PC, and I bought another one after I get an SPL, and so on and so forth.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I had another question and I forgot what it was. I'll do one from the chat while I remember it. If you left Obey, what team would you like to go to?
I don't know. I'm not sure. That's a hard. I wouldn't want to leave Obey. So I haven't thought about it.
Well, let's say like, I mean, this is totally hypothetical. So not like, hey, other team, like, look me up. I'm thinking more along the lines of like, suddenly you don't have a team. Like there's no team. The team disappears. So it's not like I want to leave this one, right? Like if there was one other group of people that you would want to give the middle finger to their solo laner and play with them, who would it be? Because I think it'd be the Sanguine guys, because those guys seem like a fucking party.
Yeah, but I can't speak Spanish.
Who gives a shit? You'd learn it.
Yeah, I'd have to use VGS in game because I don't think I'd be able to.
That's what it's there for.
I don't know. I'd probably play with some EU boys. I'd probably ask Danny to play if he's still in SML.
You'd want to play with Danny again?
I think so, yeah. And Danny'd be fun to play with.
And Danny's a jungler, right?
Yes.
And you guys are in need of a jungler, right?
Yes.
Just checking.
Uh-huh.
Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
100 duck-sized horses.
Excellent.
I would school them in a fight.
I think you would slap them around
Easily.
Oh, I remember it. So here's so I actually want to get into like some actual Smite stuff. If you could give yourself as an early Smite player one piece of advice, what would it be? Your first 2 years, or I mean, even your first year, right? Because we were all shit our first year.
Watch what you say.
Oh, let's dive into that one a little bit there, Duck. Let's push on that button.
I haven't done anything bad. That's why I say like spoon, cabbage, muppet, because if I get the chat logs read, or looked back at, no one's gonna be like, oh, he said the word muppet. What a toxic player. Maybe you should give him the cheeky little fine. But no, that's perfectly fine. Cause it's nothing like.
That's when you get fucked in 3 years from now when muppet becomes like a hate speech term, right? Right,
Sure.
and then you're like, he said Muppet back in 2010. You're like, fuck, like.
That would suck.
That would suck.
I'd hate those to go.
Yeah,
I love them to pieces. But no, honestly, advice. I don't know, because it's much harder to get into the SPL now than it was back when I was playing, because you could get in through the Challenger Cup.
You sure? I mean, Kurt was in there for a while.
Oh,
got him.
Could, dude. But yeah, I don't know. Just start scrimming. I think scrimming's the best attitude. Or like, if you don't want to scrim, just sub, and then watch the scrims over so you can learn a lot. That's what I tended to do.
So well, I mean, that's also like still a very high level player statement, right? Like that. I know there are a lot of like community leagues and stuff like that, but I feel like for a lot of them, it doesn't come down to how good the teams are. It comes down to how well like the various leagues are balanced. You know what I mean? Like there's a gold league, right? Well, how many of those people actually belong in gold, and how do you track that? And like, I don't know. I've noticed with like a couple of the community leagues that it's not like about who's playing well. It's about who is misrepresenting their actual skill, right? So would you say that like that's advice for somebody at the top end of competitive? Or do you think there's actual value in playing with a team, even as a mid or low tier player?
Can you repeat the question? I did not get all of that.
So your advice about scrimming, right? That seems like something that I would tell somebody who is like extremely good at the game. You know what I mean? Like the top end of rank, looking to get on a team, something like that, right? Do you think that advice goes the same for like a lot of the scrim teams and community leagues out there?
Yeah, I think so. I think like comp is completely different to ranked. So you're gonna get bad habits from ranked. I think playing scrims or watching the scrims, you can avoid those becoming a habit, or kind of get rid of them.
I got you.
Yeah, there's no way for you to work on comms because no one's joining voice chatting and using it properly.
So the other question I have to key off of that is that it's commonly accepted that the best way to get noticed for competitive is to play ranked. So wouldn't scrimming be a waste of your time if you have to survive the ranked meta first just to get noticed?
No, because usually the top ranked players are people from SML or Combine.
Right. So
in my eyes.
So I'm thinking of like the average player right now who's playing in like the Obey community leagues or the Albion league, or the Battlegrounds leagues, right? Like I'm a good player, I'm in like their Diamond League or whatever, and I want to get noticed for rank. Like, wouldn't my time be better spent getting as high and ranked as I can so I get noticed by the bigger players? Or do you think there's some value in that like competitive, that semi-competitive experience? Maybe it's not at the top end, maybe it's not SML, maybe it's not SCL. But a Diamond League is still a pretty good way to get your name out there, right? What do you think is more valuable for the average player?
Maybe ranked then. I don't know. I'd say juggle both because that's what I did. Like with school, I played scrims, ranked. Yeah, scrims, ranked in school. I mean, the best way is just snipe streamers, but don't like troll, and don't do it maliciously. Like if you got a queue ranked, queue the same queue as like some top level players. Like a lot of people snipe adapting queue to get good games.
Yeah.
And usually, if you're in those queues over and over again, you're playing well. Obviously, people notice.
Right.
But that's like the only time you will get noticed, is in those types of environments.
That makes a lot of sense. So joining, so for all the, so I'm gonna put this on the internet, and it's gonna be really bad because they're encouraging sniping. Sniping is okay for everybody out there. Sniping is fine. If you end up in a game with Ducky, you belong there because the game has decided that your MMR is within close enough range that you belong in a game with him. Sniping is fine. Don't ghost people. Ghosting is bad. That's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Don't harass, don't throw, don't do that shit. That's toxic. Sniping is fine. Snipe the queue, no problem. Moving on to a less serious topic. What is the most British sentence you can think of?
I don't know. I don't know.
We can come back to that one. Guys, I'm going to finish the interview before I go play Smite, okay? We got Ducky here. He's giving us his time. Why don't we ask him a whole bunch of questions, okay? Jesus.
Wow.
Continue. All right, so most British sentence you can think of. I'll let you put a pin in that one.
Having a cheeky pint with the lads.
Having a cheeky pint with the lads. That's a pretty good one.
That's probably up there, yeah.
That's a good one. Is this Bobby's interview or is it your interview? I can't really tell.
Sorry, the room, like, we're so close. That's why we kicked Alex upstairs. Yeah. He's so loud when he's streaming.
Yep, no, he's loud.
Have him down here, so he's up there. We kicked him
who's
upstairs, not off the team.
So, a two-part question. Who's the most challenging solo laner you've gone against thus far this season?
This season?
Yep. Or ever.
I think Scary D this season, just because of how aggressive he plays. And if you don't match it, you kind of get rolled over.
Yep.
At least that's how I felt. And then all time, I thought it was weird playing against Kiki and Zalia, just because they played non-conventional stuff and I hadn't practiced against it.
Dude, that is
like they play Morrigan or Nemesis, and I just wouldn't know what to do because no one else played it.
Yep. So when you play against other solo laners that are not professional Smite players, what are some common things that you see them do wrong, like even at a high level? I think it makes like the rest of us feel really good when we do the same mistakes that these people do. So what are some really common mistakes you see people making that you could take advantage of?
They don't I mean, this is like micro play, but they don't efficiently get the creeps when they're going for blue. Like, for example, they'll miss creeps in lane to get the blue XP level 1.
Yep.
That way, when they come back to lane, they're still going to be level 1, whereas you hit level 2, so you can outpoke them and get totem.
Yep.
Do you want it in general or just solo?
Just solo. Just solo. Maybe I'll interview Bobby for support when he does literally anything that's support-like.
Yeah, I don't like getting Talaria boots if I have TP. I think that's a waste.
Yep.
So that's maybe one. Heckin' playing up when you already know you're going to lose the poke. Like, a lot of it's just matchup knowledge. And, like, some power spikes, you'll beat certain characters in lane. Like, with Arthur, once you hit level 3 and you put an extra point and you're free, you can full clear the wave instantly. So if you're against an Osiris who's going to have pressure on you, like level 2, you just play back level 2. Once you hit level 3, you win the lane pressure back. But some Arthurs will, like, play up level 2, get extremely poked, and then they lose all pressure anyway, and they can't get it back.
I see what you're saying. So it's really, so the macro mistake there is knowing your matchup as well as you possibly can.
And you only get that just from playing the game over and over again.
I was just about to ask you that. Like, where do you go to find that? Is that like something that like other solo laners talk about, or like, because I didn't know until the other day that the god with the worst clear level 1 is more likely to hit level 2 off the blue XP, right? Because the wave's going to get pushed into your tower. So picking a high clear god is actually a negative level 1.
It depends, because if the enemy solo laner starts their blue, which you see a lot of people do in SPL, right? If you're playing, for example, Osiris, you can clear that wave and get to your blue without your jungler dropping it, so you hit level 2 anyway, and you get the full wave XP in gold, where they'll lose maybe 1 creep to tower, and they lose all the gold to the tower. And then also, if you're playing Yorm, you can spit on your blue, or spit on the wave and then go to like the buff or lane,
Yeah.
and you don't miss any XP,
Yeah.
which is also kind of busted.
That makes a lot of sense. That's actually kind of crazy. Because the Yorm pool lasts for like 20 seconds, right?
Yeah, so you spit on the blue at 20. Is it 20? Yeah, you spit on the blue at 20 seconds, walk to lane, and the jungler comes and clears it.
Yep.
You get the blue XP. You also push their lane in the tower, and they can't start lane because Jorm has better clear.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So who is not meta right now that you wish was in the solo lane? Nox is a big. You love Nox that much, huh? Bobby is a unit. Bobby's hitting that DoorDash queue. What's your least favorite part about solo laning?
Sobek.
Well, not a god. I mean, in general, okay? Sobek's getting nerfed.
Oh, okay.
To the ground.
God similar to Sobek.
Okay. Is there anything more macro than that, or items, or anything about how like I know a bunch of solo laners, and that complaint of, hey, if I don't have like the ultra level 1 clear, or no, if I pick a pressure god for level 1, I end up I'm not hitting level 2. Like, that's a huge fucking like comment, right? Is I pick pressure and I lose for it. Level 1.
I don't mind level 1 because I don't think you get anything off it anyway other than totem.
Yep.
But if you have pressure and then, for example, you're playing Osiris, but every time you go to invade their blue, their jungler's there and their support's there, and you can't do anything, and then you lose your blue because your jungler's, I don't know, like in a red buff, twiddling his thumbs, doesn't know what he's doing. That's gonna suck. You're gonna fall behind on like Osiris, which is the one character you want to lead on.
Right.
Really does kind of ruin you. The thing I don't like at the moment is the movement speed build. So a lot of people are doing.
So that's really common on tier. Who else are you seeing that on? And I mean, obviously it's going to change, you know, and I'd love to keep this discussion like something people can reference for a long time, right? Like, not just while this is relevant, but like you see these like builds and stuff like that. Like, is it just flavor of the week until somebody finds something better out? Is it kind of troll? Like, what makes it so good that people enjoy it? Is it just that it gets you into the back line quicker?
I think it's flavor of the week until people figure out how to play against it, because that happens a lot. Like, what was the other thing that came into? It was movement speed that came in before. It was Bumba's Mask, right? Everyone kept building Bumba's Mask.
Yeah. Before they added the additional damage reduction, healing reduction on Bumba's, it was pretty much picked up by everybody. I mean, I think movement speed is just in general a really strong stat.
Yeah. Because especially in the conquest map, in the early game, because when you have like Talaria boots with 25% movement speed,
yep.
I believe.
I think it's
normal.
Is it 20?
I think it's 25. I think it's 25. And then
seems like a
normal
lot.
is 18. Yeah.
So,
but
go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So if you're like saying solo and they proxy, or they go to proxy, you can't follow them. They're zooming. Like, they're gone. You have to clear the wave, otherwise you miss that entire wave, and you fall behind anyway. But then if you give up that wave, and they're like the enemy solo lane is going to your back camps, and you run to the back camps, they're going to clear it and run away, and then you lose the wave, you lose back camps, your jungler's mad.
Right.
And there's not really much you can do against that movement speed, or those high clear gods.
Yeah. So realistically, there's really no counter to movement speed that's persistent or that you can count on. And like somebody like an Amaterasu, like you're just never gonna catch her. Yeah.
Or like Yorm's super safe with his ult. He can proxy and just ult away.
Right, yeah, exactly. Do you get Talaria on Yorm?
No. I go lifesteal boots.
Because you don't need the movement speed.
Because you have your ult.
Right, exactly. Okay. Cool. Okay. So here I have so I'm a jungler, mostly. And you know that, right? Yeah. So if a jungler makes it to your blue at level 1 and you're not there for the XP, is it his fault or your fault?
It depends if I'm spamming weight. If I'm spamming weight and he drops it, it's his.
So
if I'm always gonna be there, but if he like zoom clears it with like circuit and hogs it, then I'm mad.
Right.
There's no need.
Right. Because the way I see it is, if you're not there in time, it means you greeted the minions.
Yes.
And if you greed the minions, it's not you fuck up my clear, and then I get to the mid lane late. I lose pressure in mid. I don't get the side harpies, right? So realistically, what you're trying to say is, Wraithyn, you're totally right to clear as fast as you can to try and out-rotate the other jungler early game. Is that what I'm kind of hearing? And it's the responsibility of the solo laner to understand how fast their jungler is going to clear? Just checking.
It depends, because some junglers don't tell you if they're going to do back to blue or speed to blue, and you have to guess a lot of the time.
So,
like if I'm playing... Go on.
So if I'm a solo laner, wouldn't it be prudent for me to ask a fucking question like, how are you going to do the first 3 camps so I know and I'm there on time when the game starts? Wouldn't you say that's something that more solo laners could possibly do more of to stop fucking up my clear? Just checking.
Well, that is a great question. However, couldn't the junglers also state which one they're going to beforehand, or ask the solo to start blue or lane, depending on where he wants to go?
Sure, yeah, I mean, but you know, I would think that if it's that important that you hit level 2, that it, unless they clarify up front, you know, you should probably ask something. Anyway, we can move on. So what is the best way to get the blue buff and the full wave? Like how do you do that? If you're not, let's say you're not Yorm and you don't have a persistent ability that you can spit on the wave and blah, blah, blah.
If the enemy's going to out-clear you, you play back, let him clear you, or let him clear it, and then you get the melee creeps, and then you let the archers go into tower, or you like pull the creeps towards the blue. That makes sense?
How would you do that?
So you bring the melee over to the blue.
So they out-clear you, and you just kind of back up, but you hug the wall a little bit.
Yeah, you let them out-clear you, and then you hug the blue wall, so you get the blue XP, and you get the minion XP that are going into tower. If that makes sense. Or you use like a Osiris 2 on the archers, and you walk to blue.
Gotcha.
If neither of you are starting lane, it's better to start blue a lot of the time, I think.
Yep.
If they're starting lane, then I'd also like to start lane. Then I just let them clear, depending on how quick my clear is. If my clear is better, I can probably full clear, like Kama. Kama might be able to. But it depends if my jungler's playing Circuit, and then she's going to insta-clear the speed, so I have to go to blue anyway, so I won't have time to full clear the wave, and it's just... It depends.
It depends. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of...
Yeah.
When do you start proxying? I think that's another thing that, like, solo laners, they just like to sit in their lane for 45 minutes. How many items do you usually get online before you start proxying?
I just wait until I know where the jungler is.
So you only do it when they're on the opposite side of the map?
Okay. Preferably, yes. Because then I'm not going to die.
And for those of you watching on YouTube that don't know what proxying is, it's clearing the wave between the tier 1 and tier 2 tower so that you have more time to go invade their buffs, maybe back, buy some items, come back out, things like that.
But usually after you get boots. That's like boots and maybe one defense item, because you're not going to full clear the wave until like level 7 or 8. Even then, you're struggling with some characters, like Achilles won't full clear it. Kamas will be fine, obviously Yorm's going to full clear. Vamana can clear it at that level. But certain characters won't be able to, so it depends on that character's spike.
That makes a lot of sense. What's the biggest difference you notice between ranked and competitive?
Ranked people play a lot more aggressive. At least I feel like comp's a lot more coordinated, and people aren't just going for kills just for the sake of kills. Like there's usually a point for it, like, oh, get their bead so that when we go for the next red in 30 seconds, it's easier to either go on them or secure the buff without any risk.
So it's a lot more planning ahead versus just kind of free play.
Yeah.
Excellent, man. What other games do you play outside of Smite? What do you do when you're not playing Smite?
Bit of Valorant. What else? I got a cheeky Minecraft house going. It's looking pretty sick right now. Valorant, Minecraft. Those are like the only games I'm playing at the moment.
Not playing Stardew? You're not on the Stardew grind?
No, I might have to after that jewel loss. So we'll see how that goes to it. Yeah, I got those 2 games. My drawing whenever I get time, and then anime. That's pretty much it.
So what are your goals for the year?
Are my goals for the year?
Yeah, now that you're in the States, stuck in the house.
I want to completely turn around our win rate in SPL.
I'm with it.
I want to actually get to Worlds. That would be sick.
Yep.
Hi, Wowie. No, I'm on an interview with Wraith.
Hi, Wraith. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Wowie. I miss you guys a lot.
He said he misses you. Oh. He said he misses you too.
Ducky, what do you think of the big brain person who suggested the nerf to Sobek passive?
He is a saint.
Okay. I guess Flareboot wanted you to fillet him, so I guess.
He deserves it.
Will Wowie ever clean his desk?
I mean, at least you know he's staying hydrated with the amount of water bottles there.
Any gods? Any gods you want to see added to the game?
Delicious.
I don't know actually. I don't know all the gods. Is it Geb's like sister? What's her name?
Nut.
Nut. Yeah, I want Nut in the game. She seems cool. Other than that, I don't really know.
Not so. So the mythology was never a draw for you.
I mean, I thought it was cool, but like, I don't know all the obscure gods. I thought it was an awesome little thing. Like, oh, that's Thor from the Thor film. Sweet, I can play him. That's cool. And you had Loki. I knew Loki. Artemis. I learned about Artemis. I didn't know Anher. I didn't know Guan Yu off the top of my head.
Yep.
But yeah, like seeing all the gods come into game and over the years has been pretty awesome. I think I started playing just. It was like before Mercury release. I don't remember when.
So what do you think of like the latest state of the game? Like what do you the balance, the gods that are coming out, like the changes they're making? Like what's your opinion on a lot of that stuff? Like I'd love to get your feedback on, you know, because I talk to some people sometimes, and you know, you played the entire time. Do you think things are getting better? Do you think they're just kind of cruising along? Like, what do you think?
It feels like it's just cruising at the moment. I don't know. There's not really been much change from season 5 at the moment, in my eyes. Anyway,
I look at like Baba Yaga compared to like Ra. Like the kits are getting more complicated, the animation's getting better, the skins are getting better. Like I feel like people are coming back to the game. Like, do you notice that type of change, or are you so high level that you only care about like the top end of strategic play? And can you tell Bobby to please shut the fuck up for like 5 minutes?
I'm so sorry. He's playing Scriblio. But no, yeah, the skins they're insane. Recently, they're actually out of this world. But the Smite's always been good with skins. At least I felt like they're like one of the top for making those. And then I know I love new gods when they come out. I just don't play them straight away because I know they get changed and like fumbled around.
Yeah,
a lot. So I usually wait like a week or two to play. And I know Baba Yaga was bad, right? I haven't played her, but her numbers just look bad.
yeah.
So I don't want to play her because she doesn't seem fun for me.
I do the same thing with gods that are really good, where I'm like, well, I don't want to play this because everybody's just gonna say that the only reason I want is because I'm playing that busted god. You know what I mean? I get that a lot.
That's fair. Yeah, I can see that. I know. I didn't like Mulan. I wasn't a fan of her.
What didn't you like about Mulan?
I don't like that she's rooted during her free. I didn't like her ult. I don't like the one animation because it locks you into it, so you can't auto attack straight away afterwards, so it doesn't feel fluent.
Yeah.
The two is crazy. The two is crazy damage. But like those 3 things, I did not like at all.
Gotcha. So this is an interesting question. What's something that you learned about the game recently that you probably should have known way earlier?
I think I was on stream when I did it. It was like Hell. Let me find Hell's ability.
That was really.
Hold
That
up.
was.
My God's
No,
hell.
that was good.
It was something to do with like Hell's passive. I didn't know she had a passive.
Wowie, can you tell Bobby to shut the fuck up or keep his voice down?
Yeah, when Hell is in a stance, she gradually attunes to strengths of the stance, gaining up to 20% damage in the dark stance and 20% healing in light stance. I did not know that was a thing.
So
I only thought,
you didn't know Hell passive?
yes.
How long has Hell been out, Ducky?
Yes. Yeah. I don't know.
Hell Smite God release.
Like when I saw that bar go across, I thought it was just like the ult passive, and I was like, oh yeah, she gets her she gets her magical power. And that's awesome. I didn't realize she had like another passive.
Ducky, she was released in 2012.
Yeah, I hate healers. No, screw healers.
Do you
That's
know?
not fair.
Do you know what Medusa's passive is?
Yeah, she can wiggle.
She can wiggle.
Yeah, she goes normal speed left to right, so she strafes at normal speed, and she goes back at like half the speed of walking, but it's not like as bad as going backwards. Right?
Oh man.
I think am I wrong? Trolling.
No, her side to side is the same as walking straight ahead.
Yeah, that's what,
So
the wiggle.
So what's something that most people don't know about you that you feel like they should?
I'm 6'8". Snap, there's like so many. Damn, hold up. So I can't think of many off the dome. I feel like I'd just be here for days listing all of them.
Well, try Ducky. What's
You didn't have to say all that. I can't think. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Like most people know a lot about me since, you know, I've been in the public eye. That sounds so weird. With Smite for like years now. So I think most stuff's known.
most stuff's known? There's nothing personal about you that you keep private or anything else?
I mean, if there is, I wouldn't want to say it on stream.
Well, no, I mean, you know, it doesn't have to be like something hidden, right? Like, I'm not asking what your shoe size is, Ducky.
That's also I got pretty small feet actually. It's 4 or 5.
What do you think the biggest misconception about you is?
Oh.
I've been a lack of confidence storyline that keeps coming up.
So you feel pretty confident?
I think I'm confident. I obviously don't like losing. I think people take that like in a different way.
So you hate it when I message you after your games and say, "Hey, Duck, I think you did great."
No, I love that. But that's got nothing to do with my confidence. I feel like what am I trying to say? I don't want to sound rude when I say it. Like it's been a storyline that I don't think I'm good enough for SPL, and that's been like a pushed storyline throughout the years.
Yo, James.
Really? Because
Thanks, Alex.
that surprises me.
Why?
Because I've met you, and I think you're very confident.
Yeah, exactly. Just depends who we're talking to.
What's your pre-SPL ritual?
Coffee.
Like, do you have any superstitions? Do you have a favorite shirt that you wear? Do you do anything crazy like that? Like Ducky's got the flannel.
You just said, yeah. I know. I used to yoink wowies.
You used to yoink wowie? All
no,
right.
No, it's flannel.
You broke up when you said flannel. So all we heard was, "Oh, I used to yoink wowie."
No, I took his flannel. I'm making sure that mic's close.
Koro, clip it.
No,
I used to yoink wowie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't really know. I don't really have a ritual. I just wake up. You know, I have a good breakfast. You know, cook the eggs as you do,
Motherfucker.
and then I have one of my iced coffees.
You
Cheeky
big.
vanilla frappuccino.
You're. So you want
You poor motherfucker.
you want nut in the game, and you want a yoink wowie. Got it. Okay, great.
Yes.
Probably does yoink wowie. I agree.
Oi, quarantine's got us all going crazy.
Yeah. So outside of drawing, what are some other hobbies that you have outside of Smite? You know, I remember you got into cooking a little bit last year. We had some fun with that. What are other things that you like to do? I know you guys got the basketball net. What about outside of that? I know you're a little limited right now with what you can do, but tell me about it.
Okay, I like heckin' exercising. I think that's always fun. I've not been good at keeping up with it because I haven't found the motivation, but I think I just need to be disciplined with it and just continue doing that.
Have you dunked on Weekend yet?
I have not dunked on a weekend yet. I do not want to hurt his feelings.
Got it. Okay, cool. That you're a nice teammate, former teammate.
Exactly.
What's your opinion on beans on toast?
I don't like beans.
He doesn't like beans. He's not really from Britain. Blah, 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 blah.
I'm just a picky eater.
You are a picky eater. I noticed that about you. I think we got you to open up a little bit last year. You ate some stuff that you don't normally eat, but you are a picky eater. So why do you think you're a picky eater? Because you do like to eat. So why don't you try new things?
I don't know. I just don't want to order something that I'm not gonna like, and then I'd feel bad like not eating it.
Right. So it's
yeah.
So you take the safe option. You know what you like. So why would I order anything else if I'm gonna enjoy what I order?
Yeah, precisely.
How do you take your tea?
Milk and free sugars.
That seems like a lot of sugar, Ducky.
That's not a lot. That's not too bad. It's just 3 little teaspoons.
What's the go-to meal in quarantine right now?
Chipotle.
Chipotle. Okay.
Always Chipotle.
You guys are DoorDash fiends now? You spending all your salaries on DoorDash?
No. I would never. I'm like occasionally cooking, like once in a blue moon. But yeah, it's usually like takeaway. For the most part. We've been driving to go get stuff though, so we save money on the delivery fee.
That's true. That does help. I can't wait till you guys can drive to come see me because I miss you guys a ton. What's your favorite football club? Do you have one?
It used to be Aston Villa.
Okay.
Okay. I stopped watching football after I stopped playing it. I played it for what, 7-8 years. I think.
3 sugars is heresy, says Flairboot. By the way, guys, you guys have any last serious questions for Ducky? We're gonna wrap up here soon, but keep them coming. Well, that's great, man. So, who is your favorite community streamer / chef / Smite dad / all around amazing, attractive, incredible man?
Probably Wowie, I think. I think he's been really consistent with his streams recently, and he's a really good like variety streamer.
All right.
He's been playing like Duel and Conquest and like mixing it up.
Okay. Thanks.
What's up?
No, that's all right. Thanks. No, I just
you said streamer, you didn't say person. My favorite person would be twitch.tv/Wraithyn. Holy cow, he makes the best food, the best plays. Oh my, he's gonna be a dad soon. That crazy? Holy cow!
All right, we got a couple other questions, and thank you. Yes, Ducky has already been a hot chick. Yeah. What's after the SPL for you? What so the ride ends. You know the game stops having a pro league someday. It's gonna. I mean, it inevitably it has to happen at some point, or you the younger generation replaces you. What's next for Ducky? Where do you go from there? Are you going to try and go pro in another game? I mean, I guess that would be more short term. Let's say you phase out as like a older retired player who had a good run.
I don't think I'd stream. I don't think I would continue streaming after Smite. At least I don't think so at the moment. Like, obviously that could change depending on what happens, but I think I want to do something involving animals. I've never want to go to.
Okay, so like a veterinary assistant or something like that.
I don't think I could be a vet because I wouldn't be able to deal with putting like animals down. But I think like working at a dog shelter or something along those lines, I could probably see myself doing or wanting to do.
What's your favorite animal? I'm assuming it's a wolf.
What are they called? I think is it a minx? These like big cats with huge ears. Let me find it.
Big cats with huge ears. A lynx?
I feel like it might be a lynx.
LYNX?
Oh, I do like the lynxes. Yeah, it might be a lynx. I know. I just love cats and dogs.
All right, I got a couple of final questions for you. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
What was the first video game you ever played?
Halo, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Halo or Earth Defense Force.
Okay.
I think. I can't. That's like a while ago. So maybe one of those two, like proper games, or Peggle.
I got you. And if you could rework one god and all of their abilities, who would you do, and what would you make their kit like?
Hold on. Oh.
Well, who's your favorite god, Ducky?
Oh, actually, I changed Sobek just so I don't have to play against Sobek or Kuzan.
Jesus Christ.
So we switch it up to make his kit absolute trash, and I don't have to play against.
All right, Ducky, we get it. You don't like Sobek. Now, what about a god that you like? Who's your favorite god, and how would you change him?
I think Sobek's definitely up. Maybe him. I don't know. Make it so his passive gives him like 30 procs or something from like just auto attacking and hitting abilities. I think that would be pretty cool and balanced. And then maybe give him like a heal and he's free as well as an ultimate that's like Ymir ult but better because it gives him prot and like mana gain, and he can move. I think that'd be crazy. Like 2 forms of CC, like maybe like a pluck of some sort, which is also CC immune when he lands it. Maybe like a damaging ability, but it's also like CC. Maybe like a 2, like a knock up, maybe, or like a knock back. I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't know. I think that maybe that kit would be broken. I'm not too sure. Like, oh man, that's crazy.
All right, so I'm gonna ask this one more time.
Uh-huh.
Who's your favorite god, and how would you change their kit?
I do like Nox, but I don't really want to change her kit because I think she's fun just because she infuriates people, and I find that fun when playing Smite.
So you're more of a Loki solo type person.
No, Loki can sod right off. Like, he's just boring. But not. Oh, Nox is great because you're actually in team fights and it's not like a 4v5. It's a Nox versus the world. Because as soon as you hit that silence again and again, the same person, he doesn't want to play. So you've taken him out of the game. That's one down. This is CS:GO at this point. You've just taken him out of the round.
Right.
He's not going to want to play.
Right.
But I think the only thing I'd change with Nox is add Nike 2 to Nox kit.
Add Nike 2 to Nox kit. So where would you put that? Would you put that on the dash, where when you dash you bounce the fuck out of them?
Oh, maybe. Maybe her dash is knockback. Maybe when she pops out, it knockbacks.
Like an afro too?
Yeah. Or maybe you can hop inside enemies. That would be naughty. Oh, I do like that.
What would you do inside of an enemy?
Maybe you blind them when you're inside them. And they can't see.
So what you're saying is you have an intense desire to be inside your enemies.
Inside their mind.
I mean, I heard inside of them.
Oh, Dave. I think that'd be fun. I think Nox change She's insane. I don't know, or maybe give Set some CC immunity. No, maybe not that. That'd be a bit stupid. Maybe give him like
What?
a better dash so he can use it.
Ducky wants to explode from within his enemies, knock them back, and yoink Wowie before a game. You heard it here first, folks.
He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. Not
Well, that's great. We'll probably end it there unless there's any other questions, guys. Last chance. What do you want to know about Ducky? Anything else about the lad himself? Thank you for giving us something to do while the servers come back up, by the way. This has been enlightening.
You are very welcome.
This is actually going to be a lot of fun. This is going on YouTube.
Wow. Wait,
Do you like Formula One?
No.
Okay, I like Formula One Tampa Bay, so we should talk.
Wait, can I link my my things?
Your streams and stuff?
Yeah.
We're gonna link them all in the description of the video, but if you want to put them in my chat right now, guys, there's like 80 people in here, 70 people in here. If you guys want to drop a follow for the Duckster, let them know.
Okay, here you guys, my YouTube.
Make sure you guys follow all this shit. That looks like my YouTube link.
That's my Twitch.
That is my YouTube link.
Hold up. Here's my Twitter.
You fucker. Dude, it's weird that I recognize that YouTube link. I'm not even gonna lie.
So make sure you go follow, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Ducky. Have a wonderful night. Good luck in your games this weekend, and good luck in your search for a new jungler. We can't wait to see who it is. We expect great things from you, whether it's on this bum-ass team or another one. No, I'm just kidding. I only said that because Wowie's listening. But we love you, brother. Best of luck. Give everybody a high five there for me, and I can't wait to see you guys when the quarantine silliness lifts. At this point, you know, Duck, I'd get Corona just if it meant that I could see you sooner.
Wow.
All right, bud.
I wouldn't do that. I'm staying safe.
Take care, man.
You too.
All right. Bye, Ducky.
Bye.